Do you want to design your own custom miniature? Hero Forge offers fully customizable tabletop miniatures with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from, all within your browser. Working with materials like color plastic, acrylic standee, and bronze, and offering downloadable model files for users to 3D print their unique designs at home, Hero Forge is constantly expanding its catalog of customization options, adding new parts every week and major features like new species and custom posing on a regular basis. And as a listener of the Horror Queers podcast, you get a special deal. Use code HQ to get 5% off on all orders of physical miniatures. Visit HeroForge.com to start designing your custom miniature and dice today, and check back often. New content is added every week. And remember, use code HQ to get 5% off on all orders of physical miniatures, not combinable with other sales or promotions. Hello everyone. The clip you're about to hear is from one of our exclusive Patreon episodes, and just like all of our other episodes, it will include major spoilers. You've officially been warned. If you'd like to hear the episode in full, just head on over to patreon.com/horrorqueers and subscribe today to get hundreds of hours of exclusive Patreon content, all for just $10 or less. Without further ado, here is your Patreon clip. Anyway, we have a new framing device, so no longer do we have Malloy, played by Eric Bogosian, interviewing Louis. We are now in 2025 at an auction of Lestat's autobiography, The Failures, which is contained in his self-recorded vinyl collection. So we've got an auction of all these people, but we can clearly see Louis, played by Jacob Anderson, Armand, played by Assad Zaman, with an eye patch.
That is new. I had to look it up because I was like, wait, did we do something to his eye in the season 2 finale? And I went back and looked it up, and no, this is some kind of Easter egg. So at some point, Armand is going to lose an eye. And
that is really exciting for me because I've never really understood the Armand of it all, because he doesn't have he doesn't have a huge role in Interview with the Vampire, and it does seem like there was a lot more history between him and Lestat that we weren't privy to in those seasons. And so
absolutely. And one of the things I really ended up enjoying about season 2 is this reveal that Armand, in case you've forgotten, was the one responsible for killing Claudia. He orchestrated that whole thing. It was not Lestat. So Armand has been this mystery figure where we keep recontextualizing his position and his relationship each year. Because remember, he was Rashid, the servant, in season 1, and then it was revealed, oh no, he's actually Armand, bitches.
Right. I forgot, because didn't Lestat testify at Claudia's trial? And so that was the thing where we thought, oh, he's doing it, but yeah, then it was like, oh no, Armand is pulling the strings here. So yeah. I imagine some of that will come back into play. Also at this auction is Raglan James, played by Justin Kirk, who people may not remember, actually. I feel like book readers are going to be more familiar with this character, who seems to have a more recurring presence. But he had either an episode, maybe 2 appearances in that second season of Interview with the Vampire. But I will say, as someone who did watch the sole and only season of Talamasca, he did have an entire episode in Talamasca.
Okay, so he's one of their members? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, again, the episode in Talamasca wasn't even about him. He was just there as a foil for the main character.
Okay, and folks, if you're like, what the fuck are they talking about? The Talamasca is the governing body of supernatural creatures in the Anne Rice universe.
Yeah, it's basically the supernatural FBI X-Files thing.
There we go. Yeah.
So Talamasca is the Talamasca, the show, is no more.
Yes.
But Lord help us, we are still being threatened with that 3rd season of Mayfair Witches.
True. Yes, we are. So coming back to this framing device, what did you think of this? Because I wasn't sure exactly how we were going to introduce the storyline, and it's playful, it's fun, it's a good way to get a quick amount of FaceTime with people like Louis and Armand, but I love this reveal that, the auction has 2 listed items, and we burned the first one immediately.
And we still buy it!
Yeah, because it's a collector's item. You can own the ashes.
Even if it's burned.
And then we introduced the second one, which is a kind of variation, and it obviously increases the price dramatically. But I love this introduction by this auctioneer. So this is what we're going to get. This is the framing device for the entire season. An omniscient history of the events of the 2025 album and supporting tour, and the consequential global catastrophes that sprung from said album and tour, as narrated by the vampire Lestat himself.
Which, I kind of like this, because this is, a different version of doing we're going to show you the end of the story and then, flashback and this is how we got here. So I like
Trace, I don't hate this. I don't fucking hate this.
I know! But okay, wait. Question though, because it's kind of similar to that opening scroll of the Poseidon Adventure where it's like, hey, this is the final voyage of the Poseidon Adventure. It's going to get capsized. Here's the story of the survivors. But I agree, though. I think this actually does work a little bit better because it's like, you could miss it. You could miss this if you weren't paying attention.
Well, that, and it's so vague, right? Global catastrophes. We will hear Lestat talk about how he should have just ended the tour. He should have hung up the guitar at a certain point, which is the end of this episode. That's when he's saying, oh, I should have just stopped then. So I like it as a tease because it tells us bad shit's gonna happen, but we're also not telling you anything about the nature of that bad shit. So this is teasing in the exact right way.
Yeah.